report pursuant to Section 2-9 of the Hawaii County Code.
Can I have a motion to file communication 125? So moved. I can't hear the second, but is there a second?
Sorry, second.
Okay, I have a motion by Ms. David and a second by Ms. Poindexter. Any discussion on communication 125? I have a note that Mr. Victorine is in the chambers in Hilo.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay. Are there any questions for him or any?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
You can introduce yourself.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members. My name is Cliff Green. I'm a claims adjuster investigator with the Corporation Counsel.
Good morning, Cliff. I just was reading this page 2. The one there's the state of Hawaii DAGs. And it had about the state driver driving and rent a car and then doing an illegal U-turn and a county employee made a right turn. So they were at an intersection?
This was in Honolulu.
Right.
Yeah. There was some conflict as to what exactly happened.
Oh.
And we were working with the state DAG's office, and they were presenting their side, but was really not able to present documentation to corroborate what their person was saying. So it really turned into a he said, she said type incident with their state employee and our county employee.
I see.
In actuality, it reached a point that they called us and just said, hey, you know what, let's just call this a wash.
Okay. So, but in one way, if the county driver was correct, what, I guess, say this happening, what for an employee might be listening later on, what is the proper procedure for them to make sure that the county is protected or the county is able to claim and get a reward?
Well, in this case, it was a rent-a-car.
Right.
So basically, even the damages to our vehicle was covered through the P card insurance. Everything is directed that way first because it's a free insurance with the card that we have. So what we would direct them to is to file a claim with the MasterCard Care Center. If it is one of our vehicles, the departments normally will take action and handle that. If they need assistance in claiming, I can assist those departments, but normally we have the departments themselves, file and work either directly with getting a claim from the insurance company or with the owner of the vehicle.
So for this accident, was a police report made?
Yes, it was made on Oahu, and if you've ever had a police report really made on Oahu for a small traffic accident, it's really not very good. It's more like almost what they call what here would call an MP, a miscellaneous. It's really scattered down. There's no marks. They don't do the full official report for smaller accidents.
So for future reference, like say an employee, if they do get into an accident in Honolulu, they should request to have something more detailed, or
the department won't do it unless it's just the way that they do this. In this scenario, the officer that was there was at a special duty post and actually did it while on special duty. My understanding was that's all he asked is, this is all I'm getting, and all it was pretty much just information being put down of the two different drivers, where it happened, what time, and the cars involved, and here you go. And looking at it, it really wasn't much, and that's all the department would make for something that what they consider that small.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Just something where for employees to know.
Yeah.
For future use. Thanks.
Any other comments or questions?
I have a question, Margaret. Here.
Go ahead.
Just in terms of, I see that cases that were transferred to litigation, you consider them closed. In other words, that's once it hits litigation, it's sort of out of your jurisdiction. And one here is for assault by is alleged assault by police, and the other is wrongful termination, sexual discrimination. So, just, you handle them up to the point, or how does that work?
If it's a claim, written it, governed by the way the county code has it, and they're filing it that way, pretty much I will handle it from start to end. There may be times that an attorney will jump in early because the claim may be filed by an attorney for someone, but pretty much in the claim process, I will handle it start to end, and I have, before coming to a final decision on it, have an attorney review recommendations after the investigation is done. If in the middle of a claim or prior to a claim, it's in litigation, they come and file a lawsuit. At that point, because there are certain rules and regulations that, it's not a part that my education or training takes me to, an attorney will step in and take the case. We will close it under this file, but it will be open in litigation, and at that point, I will work as an investigator also with the attorneys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, council members. Any other questions or comments? Okay, then thank you very much, Mr. Victorine and Mr. Clerk. Oh, I'm sorry. All in favor of filing communication 125, please say aye. Aye. Are there any opposed? Okay, I believe that's 9 ayes. And we'll move to, is Mr. Goodenow in the chambers?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Then let's take communication 138.